Look at the cash bubbling. Look at the cash bubbling.
Standing, look in the mirror, how could you face that? Mask on, don't even know where my face at. Plenty, don't even know where waist at. All these in the room, how could...
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin along with the man who has had to stick with me all season long, Charles Davis. And Charles, the anticipation, the hype, the media coverage, all in the rearview mirror now. We can finally get down to playing some football.
Yeah, don't worry about that, partner. I'll ride or die with you anytime. You know that. But here's the best thing about this. Everyone talks about trying to keep things normal as they approach for Super Bowl. There is no such thing as normal. The pageantry, the hype, all of that is more intense than anyone could ever imagine. What you're trying to do is embrace it in one way and make sure it doesn't totally knock you off your game. That's why the night before the big one, teams often switch hotels, try and give those guys that last chance to breathe a little bit before they go out and play.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the 50, it's Watson. Dumps it complete to Miller. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Richmond.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Watson. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Kentrell Brice picks it, and he's able to get it back to right around the 27. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. –
2
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Hey, you got four. You got four down. Hey, check 26. Yeah, Liz. Zoom.
Now Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Whitney Merciless coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking downfield for Jones. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, where y'all going?
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Well, he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Rodgers to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Here's Rodgers operating from the gun. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. 30 yards. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. And this one complete to Will Fuller. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Steps away, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Mike Daniels able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Richmond. Come back.
From the gun, here's Watson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Tiger. Richmond.
A shotgun snap for Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They go back to the ground now with Miller fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Reset. Come back.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. Buying time to his left. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Come back.
From the gun, Watson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Mike Daniels in there to drop him, and that is 2 sacks for him now here in this first half. And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Working from the gun, Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. They'll pitch it out to Jones. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off by K'Von Webster. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A 1st down carry now for Miller. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's a give to Miller. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll try the air now with Watson. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Watson now. From the gun, he'll throw. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans are in for 6. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And the lead is now 10-7. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Packers get set to go. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a handoff to Miller. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed a big hit for a loss. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw on second is Watson. Dancing to his left. Throw left side complete. It's Fuller. And he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back on Super Bowl Sunday after this. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
Black, no,
10th carry now for Lamar Miller. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And left side here, it's Graham. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Rodgers now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Now this time Rodgers will throw. And open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there at 22. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. To throw again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. He's got his targets caught. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Randall Cobb in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers have drawn even here with the extra point to come. Crosby connects on the extra point. And that will give him the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. On 1st down, Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that is incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in Super Bowl 53 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The halftime show, quite a spectacle, but it's back to football for the second half of Super Bowl 53. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went.
And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Darius Slay with a pick. And this will be a touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
Now Watson, he's going to lead the Texans up to go for 2. They'll try and run it in with Miller. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone. Keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick 6. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Jadeveon Clowney in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. Unfortunately, the offense will cover this one up back at the 5-yard line.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Miller. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Tackle there by Clay Matthews.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Again, it's Miller. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And Catanzaro's kick is right through. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. So that one will be accepted. So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone. After the penalty, it's Miller. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you think of Mike Daniels, you think of strength. Hard to knock off the football, but surprising quickness and ability to move and evade people. How about that play there?
Well, he can squat 600 pounds, so that's how he caught people's attention coming into the league, and he caught our attention right there. To throw is Watson, being chased out left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 9 on the pickup, but they're still a few inches short now on 4th down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Now Watson going to sneak it, and this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward, and indeed he did not. They stop him. So the D-line got the push there against the O-line to stop that quarterback sneak.
A really high percentage call on offense. I think it's the right call. But as you noted, if they didn't get the push, you can't get in there. There's no place for him to go. That's why the whole play got stuffed.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Here's J.K. Scott now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. They keep it with Miller on first down. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Josh Jones in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Come back.
Watson looking to throw on second down. And that's incomplete. That time trying to find Gerald Everett. And it's third down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Out of the gun, Watson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. Miller. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They'll run it now. This is Charkandrick West. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The Texans on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Catanzaro's kick is right through, and that'll push the lead up to 8. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of yet. Okay, being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Adams. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Rodgers now on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on second and 10. Rodgers will try again on second down. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
His throw caught at about the 5. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Randall Cobb, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Packers move back within a couple of the lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. Rodgers to throw once more. His throw incomplete. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Watson on first down. Dumps it complete to Miller. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now a 20th carry of the game for Lamar Miller. And a broken tackle could not free him. Taken down right at the 10-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. They'll run it again with Miller. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a first and goal.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Now from the 7, here's second and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Texans will extend their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. On first and 10, here's Rodgers. Incomplete. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Rodgers to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
The Packers on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
That's fine. Yeah. Bring up.
To throw is Rodgers. This is caught with a catch right side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw, Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now Rodgers. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. And again, it's Rodgers. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 20, 10, 5.